Hey everybody, it's Sarah here to discuss my thoughts and feelings on our most recent readings for the discussion board. Um, the question was, what were your thoughts and feelings as you read the chapters and watched the video? This week, my feelings kind of fluctuated. There were some things that I could agree with in the chapter, and then there were some things that kind of had me on the edge of my seat, thinking, I'm not sure if I agree with this. This doesn't really apply to me, but you have to think about it's not going to apply to everyone. Some of it is a generalization, and it's hard sometimes not to take that personally. One of the things that I agreed with was that there are a lot of people who are unaware of their own biases and maybe even deny that they have any biases. And I think it's really important that we, as counselors, lead the way with discovering, who we are and why we feel the way we do, and, what about society or our raising or, anything like that has to do with our biases, and not only being aware of them, but maybe confronting those biases. Question number 2 was, how different was it to read things that relate to us as opposed to things that were, not related to us? And obviously, they hit more close to home. They were concrete. They were things that I could sit there and go, well, yeah, I can see myself saying that or thinking that. And then there were some things that I thought, this guy's out of his mind. But, some of the other things are abstract. When you're talking about other cultures, you're trying to put your feet in their shoes and you're trying to put yourself in their place, but it's really hard sometimes. Let's see. Number 3, thinking in the development process. I would put myself probably in the redefinition stage, trying to find out who I am and making an effort to confront those biases and prejudices that I have. Number 4, what are your strengths and weaknesses regarding cultural competence? I would say my strengths are that I'm willing to look at those biases and confront them, and I also think that it's important to talk about our differences, and I think being different is really important. So being open-minded is a strength. I think one of my weaknesses is that I tend to take things personally. People make generalizations about white people or things like that, and Baptists, and I think, that's not me, but they're not talking about me. So that's one of my weaknesses, is overcoming that it's about me mentality when it's really not.